most
And I will
likely.
not answer out of character questions.
Okay, so
But what if it's an important out of character question?
Well,
Too bad.
that's different, I guess.
so last time you
Use it,
were
Ricky.
you arrived to the top of the Tropian Heights to battle both Teki and whatever menaces you found up there. The battle was long, and in the process, a time lock bomb was activated. Chronolock bomb, rather, was activated, causing part of the Tropian Heights to be engulfed in the spell that stops time. You were able to still keep fighting, obviously, due to your necklaces, as well as Teki, since he also has a necklace. You successfully managed to defeat him, even though the Long Shadow has already been released, and you floated down to the ground in relative safety and arrived on the outskirts of Rosvale, where we will pick up now. Oh, and you brought Teki along, so whether or not he has the necklace, he is no longer in a stasis.
He shouldn't be, because we gave him one of the necklaces.
Well, you're also outside the zone, so you're fine now.
So, yeah.
Time is moving normally here. And at the end, Rag gave the news that he would not be planning on accompanying the team any longer due to decisions made. And that is what we will be resolving today, I hope. Continue. What was the last thing said, actually?
Yeah, that's what I kind of want to do.
Said his words and just started walking away.
Yeah, he's just started walked off.
The scene paused on him turning to walk.
Did he leave his time gear, the gear too, or just
Everything
the
except the one necklace that he's been wearing.
All right. So how many bonuses do we have right now? How many bonus necklaces?
Still only the one around Teki's neck.
Right. Well, the first thing Nick is gonna do then is take the necklace out of Teki.
Okay.
And then he looks towards the others. You should probably talk to him before he goes and do something stupid. I'm gonna go and see if I can see the Sky Scourge somewhere. And then she takes the necklace and starts to look for the Sky Scourge if he happened to land somewhere nearby, because he was carrying a lot of people.
Kiki, on the other hand, immediately thoughts, even before Nyx finishes, following right up behind Rag and just yelling out his name, like jogging along. Rag, Rag, Rag.
Where are you going, Rag? Says Saki.
I'll swear.
You cannot go elsewhere. Just like that.
I can.
But, well, even after what you saw happening here, what's going on with the world? I mean, where would you go?
I cannot sit idle as we contribute to the problem.
Rack, She holds a pause, sighs out loud, and then continues. I understand that this wasn't what we wanted, or this shouldn't have happened. To be honest, none of this should have. But I would like to hear what you think of it all. You're clearly upset, but perhaps you could tell me more clearly what goes inside that head of yours.
I see. Very well.
She's gonna take a moment to like kneel down at Rag's button eye level. Partly due to exhaustion and partly to really listen.
Question: do I see the damn bird anywhere?
Not at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Is the fire we left here still intact?
This is
Where
a
I am?
different area.
That was over a day ago.
I thought it was the same area, but okay, it's a different area. Okay, continue then.
I noticed changes yesterday, maybe earlier. However, I do not wish to be part of those changes.
Changes. Do you speak of everything that's happened around us, or is that pointed at our hides?
Us. How we react. How we act. What we choose and choose not to do.
What else is there? I know the choice we made up there is one of them, but what others?
Before the hive, when we were attacked, Rag kind of turns enough to pan the eye holes in his costume towards Nyx at this point. Someone was ready to take life from the helpless, even if malicious. I thought the reasons petty. It only didn't happen because the Sky Scourge arrived. Then, now. First, the obelisks. I've spoken about them. I've heard them. I knew what they were for. Yet, they were destroyed. The danger is now free. I can feel his influence. I feel stronger, but for the wrong reasons. I believe more like me will feel the same. Dangerous people.
There's a bit of a hesitant nod from her, and her eyes kind of gaze over the three to the left before she turns back to Rag. I see. Well, cannot much speak for these reasons from earlier, but what of here? Have you heard?
It did not end there, sadly. Once you were revealed to the dragons of Nirvana, you didn't believe in yourselves. You went through with their whims. We know they are at fault as well, just as much as the others we faced. Now, we are unsure if or when those people can ever be saved. Our mission was to save them. Them not returning can mean doom for their homes, war between their peoples. We do not have the time or the resources. They could be like that forever.
If I may interject, we do have, especially the resources to save them. First of all, the main reason why we were forced to use that thing was to stop the big firebird, if I'm not mistaken. And she looks towards Kiki. And you were fighting this techie, which I have no idea of your relationship with. But regardless, in that particular scenario, yes, we were forced to make a choice. It was not the right choice to do, but it was the only logical choice at the moment. Because of the particular scenario we were in. You and Gabriel were alone against Techie, who, in now hindsight, defeated 2 of us during the battle. He alone could most likely have taken both you, Rag, and Gabriel down on his own. If we didn't have luck in our favor. Secondly, as I said, the giant firebird he summoned. Do you honestly believe that you and Rag would have survived against that thing? Because that thing, merely being present, seemed to be able to scourge the entire archipelago. And that doesn't include you. Or just include you. Think about the innocent people who were there that had their life force drained out of them. They would have perished would that thing had it unleashed its power upon us. We all would have been destroyed by it. So, in this particular scenario, we had to use the time stop thing to prevent the innocents and us from dying. And
Disagree.
yes, you disagree, yet the solution to save them hangs around your neck, around all of our necks. We have escorted people through time stops before. We can do it now. We have the resources. We only have to ask that you also ask me to be patient with and put aside my bias when we flew with the Sky Scourge. We can ask the Sky Scourge to take 2 of our time gears, give 1 to him so he uses 1, and so he can pick up one of the people that's stuck up there, and then he can escort them back down, 1 at a time. It will take time, yes, but it will be done, they will be safe, and while he is at it, he can grab his stupid armor that's still up there. Then we have...
Indeed.
Yes, but that's
and
not
we know Gakusha's goals will
Yes.
end reality.
Sure, but what's more important?
Your deities,
Well,
everyone's deities,
yeah,
would be slain under his
all
domain.
right, but I ask you, you who do not believe in my deities, what's more important, a foreign deity or helping the innocent?
I believe in all deities, all that are proven to exist. Yours clearly do. Why would I not believe in it?
Because once again, you're a foreigner, and I thought your priority was to save the innocent or follow the mission. Your mission right now is to save the missing people and help the town. That should be your
Which I
priority.
cannot do.
No, but we have the resources to do it. As I said, we only need to enlist the help of the Sky Scourge, because they have helped us in the past. They can
May
bring the...
I interject?
Sure.
We do not know where the Sky Scourge is. He could be trapped, just as the rest. Perhaps he flew back in not knowing. Perhaps he didn't get out in time. We cannot know.
Maybe.
Also, time is not our friend here. The village will continue under siege. The hive will continue to not aid. In the time to find a replacement, more damage will be done. Even then, we cannot cure what happened to this land. These places, he points up to the floating rocks, are homes of many, even those not suffering right now.
I understand what you mean.
Anything flying through will be stuck forever, and nobody will know. No one will find them.
Yes, you're right. But once
It
again...
is a hazard that
Once
will
again...
claim many lives.
I agree with you. But once again, there's a giant fire monstrosity in that bubble. It's the only thing that holds it back. We don't know what that thing would unleash upon these lands if it was let loose. So for now, it's ironically buying us time to figure out what to do against it, because right now we don't know what to do. That your friend over there might know something, so you have time to interrogate it, because we don't know how long the time stop will last. But we have at least prevented a monstrosity or a catastrophe, to happen. Because for all we know, that burn could incinerate all of these lands.
That bird is not new to this world.
No, but that
is
doesn't...
clearly something that has lived here before. If it has not destroyed these lands, then I do not see it doing so by its own will.
Have you ever considered that it was under control? Obviously, it was controlled. Obviously, not to destroy everything right now, but it was about to be unleashed. Specifically on us. If we hadn't done what we did, we would have been dead.
I believe in us. I did not believe in us before, and I regret that. I put our chances. I trust us to work together. I would rather fight side by side and make sacrifices than to sacrifice others.
I have to
My
ask you,
life is not more worth than anyone's up there.
I have to ask you, when was the last time you experienced genuine fear of your life? Or the life of your friends?
Every day. Every hour. Every moment of my existence is wrapped in fear of how I might hurt others, how I might claim others' lives for the purposes of existing. Safeguarding others from myself has been the one lesson I've always known since I awoke into this world.
Good. But then you should also understand that people do things sometimes without thinking, out of fear to protecting their friends. Kiki was put into a position where if she doesn't do this, you and Gabriel, along with the innocent, might have perished then and there. And we had to get to you in time because you were alone. We had to choose you or risk coming late because we, for sure as hell, could not have defeated. We have fought big threats before and barely came out alive, but that thing was over our limit, over our abilities.
If
Yeah.
I may add,
We already had Teki on us. On top of that,
this wasn't purely out of fear or a senseless choice that I've made. It was more so in the hopes of saving more, not just us, our lives, and anyone's life up there. It was, I believe, our chances as a people, including everyone here, the dragons, your guild, she points to Nyx, and everyone who calls this place home. I believe our chances would be far better if we all united together. And you may call me foolish, but I saw that there was a chance that perhaps we could resolve this conflict between us and the dragons. Clear our names, just to really show them our intentions, that we want the same thing as them.
Do you believe their emperor sees it the same? Do you believe Gakusha sees it the same?
Kakusha, no, never. He is a problem, but he has crawled himself under the dragons, influenced them. But I was hoping that by showing, as I said, that our actions align with theirs, and theirs should with ours, that there is hope that he might see past his deluded vision.
Rag's head kind of flops to the side as he cants his head. This was not the Emperor. This was not Gakusha. These were soldiers. Soldiers who can never move again. Soldiers who sacrificed themselves to use Gakusha's weapon. They cannot tell the stories. They cannot argue your case. No one from Nirvana will know our part in this.
Maybe,
What?
but
I
there might be
agree.
hope that someone might have seen it, or maybe the general perhaps made it out. They are the people of Nirvana after all.
Harmony is a valiant belief. But you know we were there. The only harmony and unity is under their rule, under their thumb, in subjugation, just like our old homeland.
Well, we shouldn't give up still. That is how I see it.
I did not wish to give up. I wished to trust in my friends, to prevail this time against the odds.
Yeah, but we have. Multiple times we have survived the odds, but we can't win every time. And we clearly did not win here.
We
But-
did nothing to stop the obelisks from
No,
being destroyed. We allowed the
Rag.
Long Shadow to be released.
Rag,
We used Gakusha's weapon.
Rag,
And then, when everything was over,
Rag,
we
you
were
have to-
callous enough
we have
to
to.
say
You have
an old ally, an old friend, was beyond saving. He should be left for eternity, or worse.
again. You
Does
have
that
to.
not make us as bad as them?
No, it doesn't. Because you have to understand, we were playing an act, which was your idea, by the way. We were pretending to be something else, and we were forced in a scenario where we had to follow command. And you decided to jump off early. We
To
didn't
save
know.
people.
Yeah, to save people. But if you knew that the obelisks were a problem, you could have voiced your concerns. But
Everyone
even if you did, we had to play our part. We had to we had to destroy them because that was the command we were given by the supervisor. If we hadn't, our cover, which was very important not to blow at the time, was going to be blown. We were forced to do it because if we didn't, we would have the dragons turn on us. And I don't think, given that we had, like, in that particular scenario, fighting the dragons was not an optimal idea, even if we could have won, because we were on a timer. We were supposed to save those people, and those people were not in good shape.
Optimal. Optimal. Logic. Cold. Calculating thoughts. There are times where one acts and where one stands idle. We had choices. We have always have a choice. It may not be the best time. It may not be the smartest time. But the threat to our safety against what we helped unleash are insurmountable. Our cowardice, our inability to drop the charade will cost many more lives than any of us can imagine. Us doing nothing did more damage than we could ever do on our own.
Well, as I've said, as events play out, it's unfortunate, it's tragic, and you might be right. That time stop in the sky might never disappear. You're right about that. But there's no guarantee that that is the case. There's always a chance that it might be resolved someday, maybe long after we're gone. But right now, as I've mentioned, we all have the resources hanging around our necks. All we need to do is find someone who can fly up there with those things and get those people out. You have the power to save them. And if you're too weak to wield that power, then step aside. Give the time gear to your friend and step aside and go and hide if you don't want to help them.
Helping these people could be possible with time, effort, and aid. For now, time is a short resource we do not have.
So you intend to leave them up there?
Again, I do not believe in leaving them. But this does not just affect them. This affects everyone going forward. Every bird, every dragon, every one of those weird, big, flying green things who live in these woods, in this area. Anyone passing through will lose their life forever if this thing cannot be stopped. And we have never seen this stop before. We have only seen it grow. We have doomed this part of the world. Anything flying through will never be found by anyone else, never to be rescued. You have created a zone of death that no one can see with their own eyes. A pitfall for eternity that no one can find.
As
Unless
I said,
someone unravels it all.
yes, and ironically, I think if you know how to create these zones, which Gakusha clearly does, he might also know how to unravel them.
And
Because-
you believe he will tell you?
No, not necessarily him, but I have a feeling that we will run into him sooner rather than later. And if we do, we might get information out of him somehow. Or who knows? He likes to yap so much that he might just give us the information just to boast.
Might, may, perhaps.
It's better than
Maybe.
not.
No.
We
had absolutes before. We had choices. We had this or not this. Now we have this and maybe. We have speculation. We have no answers. We have no plans.
We do, as I said, I have offered my plan of what we should do currently because the important part is getting the people out. That should be our first priority if you want to complete your damn mission. But
My
if
mission.
you have anything better to suggest that we should do right now, then be my guest.
You are free to help with the fallout of your actions. You are free to help the people in case you find the means to do so. I would agree with it. However, I wish it wouldn't have to be in the first place. Even with these lives safe, future lives may never be saved. Anyone coming through.
I understand.
We would have to spend considerable amount of time, not only with the rescue, but preventing anyone from stumbling through here again. Building up walls, building up fences, signs, warnings, spreading word.
Yes.
These are acts that could take months or years.
You're right, and I do agree that it is an unfortunate turn of events. Ideally, we would not have wanted it to happen, but again, we were forced to make that choice because if we
were not.
If we didn't, we won't know we cannot know for sure. You might be right. We might have made it out somehow. But we cannot go back on that choice. But I think it also in that scenario, I think it was a sound choice because we stopped that big threat that might have burned these lands to a crisp. So for now, it holds it there until we can figure out how to combat it. And as I said, maybe we might find a solution for it. For now, we have bought time that might be invaluable. And you're right, people might get stuck in there. But if they get stuck in there, they will temporarily be safe until we figure out a solution, because I'm sure that there will always be some people, including myself, I myself is willing, if that is required of me, to look into how to unravel these time mystery things.
You have lived here, we have not.
Yes.
You know the places where time stands still have done so for centuries, if not more. Do you believe that in your lifetime you will stop that phenomenon?
Not those particular ones that has been in this land for centuries of years, but for something that just popped out of the sky out of nowhere due to a machine, it might very well be temporary. What I'm getting at is that this particular time stop, since it was fabricated through a machine, it might be able to reverse.
Have it ever ceased before?
I don't know if that ceased before, but again, you're missing the point. If a machine that the dragon used could create it, it's not a far-fetched thought to think a machine can be created to reverse it. Because obviously, Gakusha, who gave them that technology, must know how to reverse the thing. You cannot know how to do something other than, how to unresolve it for the most part. At least not when it comes to science.
That is untrue.
Kiki, do you still have parts of the machine with you?
He seems to take a moment to like actually realize that you asked something, and then she, oh yeah, yes, and she gathers all what remained up and holds them out in both hands. Just a collection of stuff.
If I burn a piece of cloth, I cannot reassemble it from the ashes. Why would a place without time be able to resolve in time?
Because we have the parts of the thing that caused the time stop. If we can reverse it by figuring out how the machine works, because someone made it.
Do you know anyone who has seen or worked with anything of the sort before? Have you ever seen a machine of this type before? Have you seen anyone who can build anything close to it? I have not.
We've met one.
Yes, and this land is big, and I haven't claimed to met all people on this island or my home.
Again, what if these are the ashes of the cloth? What tells
Maybe.
you that these ashes can be made whole?
Well, for one, it's not ashes; it's physical bits and pieces. And if I know anything, gears that has turned once can turn again.
Why would the gears turning not just stop more time? Why would it unstop time?
Because you can decide what the gears' purposes are when you put them together. And I wouldn't be as quick to give up as you are at this current moment. Regardless,
How do you know this?
I do not know. It's a hunch. It's a hope. I
do not
believe.
betting on presumptions
and yet
assumptions.
May
Sure.
we've met one being that perhaps a long shot, but it would be a clue, a followable clue towards learning this magic, the one we met at that temple, the very first that we found when we made landfall.
Temple.
The voice.
The voice.
I do not know. I am uncertain what the voice can do. I do not know if the voice tinkers or
have
builds.
Not seen nor know anything of it, true, but we know that it can move itself within, well, the lack of time.
Either way.
Do not know anything of this magic, but I believe there is a way to break it apart.
And that is what we need. We need faith that we can restore it, because if we don't have faith in it, then all is lost. And running away because things didn't go out how we wanted won't solve it either. Rag is right. We have to take responsibility for what we did and solve it. We didn't do it as the way that we were supposed to do it. I don't like it either, because the thought of us having done something that has aided the Mad King of Nirvana or Gakusha is not something that I take pleasure in. But in this particular scenario where we did this, I'm glad we did it because it meant that we all came out alive, and we all also prevented the deaths of the innocent that might have happened. Because they
what about those that are going to happen?
Correct.
I forgot about the simple thing the whole time. The cultists unleashed their being they wanted to unleash, and they said they're about to destroy our home, not yours.
They said that they were going to destroy your home?
That
Techie said as much.
That is what Techie said over the whole fight. There will be no other versions of like us in Princess Attack, with this whatever it is this old kingdom has apparently done to us.
Well, in my defense, I was out for the count for that, so I might not have heard that. That is extremely concerning news. As I
Concerning, unfortunate. These are the words you like to use. What we have caused, both with the long shadow, with the frozen time, I would say are reprehensible, unforgivable, and unspeakable acts of evil, not unfortunate mistakes.
you might
Even
be
if you were to defend the people weakened on that plateau, we could have lured the Firebird elsewhere, taken the fight to a different rock. We had many options that we never took.
and you and are you still so out of your mind to think that we could have defeated that thing?
I
Do you
believe,
honestly believe that we would have any chance of winning against that thing?
yes, we have done great deeds together.
But nothing like
I
that.
have put my faith in my friends. I have revealed the most guarded secrets of my life to these people. I mistrusted our chances before. I told myself not to do so again. Our lives are something we have staked to protect others. We know the risks. They do not. Those people are innocent. We are willingly jumping into the fray. We willingly enter the fire. It is what we chose to do. And we run like cowards. We safeguard ourselves at the cost of others, cost of the land, cost of futures. Anything flying through and get stuck is not someone who will get their life back in 100 or 200 years. That is someone losing a son, a father, a family. That is someone growing up not knowing where their family vanished to. We will cause insurmountable amounts of pain.
That is if you give up. Again, if we can figure out how to unravel it, we will save all those people.
Nobody has done so in over hundreds of years, maybe thousands. You are
Again,
arrogant to believe
no.
you are the one to do it.
I am not saying that I'm the one to do it. I'm just saying that I believe there's a chance, since this time stop was made artificially through a machine, there might be a way to reverse it. And you dismiss my claim by stating facts for things that have already been here for thousands of years. I'm pretty sure that no one has seen a machine that can artificially create these time stops before.
It would have been very
We
unlikely
do not.
for us to overcome that bird, says Saki. I didn't like the choice of the time device being used either, but I fear that was our only option at that time.
See?
Not the only option. I disagree. There are
What-
always choices.
What
I
would be
said.
the other option
What?
then? What would be the other option, Rag?
To fight. To lure
fight.
it away. To run.
To where? To where? To where? Did you see the firestorms that was around the archipelago?
We
Do
can
you
jump.
see the giant
We
firestorm?
can reach other platforms. We can together evade. We had the Sky Scourge too.
Right,
The Sky
right. But
Scourge could help us move it elsewhere.
if we did, what would happen to the land and the people around, given that this thing created the firestorms? It would wreak or cause havoc in its wake.
Why has it not done so already? That bird is not like the Long Shadow.
No,
That
because
bird has not been freed from a prison. That
You-
bird has lived in this world like you and I, and it
All right.
still has not destroyed it. Techie's goal was never to destroy this land or this world. Neither would that bird's be. That bird, besides, burnt land regrows. That stopped thing does
If
not.
I may pipe in again, I do not believe you are right on the bird existing. It's
Yeah, I was about to ask, Vale, is that bird a natural phenomenon here?
I don't
In
know.
this-
Is it?
it's
It's an animal.
I can tell
Yeah.
you've never heard of anything like it.
Yeah, like this, how it was described is like nothing. How that creature looked, just from looking at it, it's
Okay,
nothing.
well, nobody cares about the OC side.
No. I'm. That's not OC. In all my time, in all my life, not that it's been that long, I have never heard of anything like that creature. Not, it doesn't even. It looked like it doesn't belong.
And I know the flames perhaps better than anyone, and they are no natural flames. They should not be here, and they should not exist.
Mm.
This thing is no living being.
Yeah, as I said, I'm glad we stopped it. Unfortunate that the only option we had was what we did, but I would rather not see that thing unleashed because it would wreak destruction everywhere, commanded or not. I don't care what your friend Techie's goal are, but that thing should not be anywhere but where it is now. And you're right, there might be innocents flying through the time stop, but they won't be dead. They can be saved because they will be stopped from perishing inside. And it gives people time to figure out how to solve it. And when that's done, they can get the people out. I know it's
Very
grim.
well. How many years?
I don't know. I don't know,
Tell-
Rag.
Tell
I can't.
me.
I cannot tell you. I cannot give you a number. But would you rather them perish on the spot? Would you rather have had those innocents on the platform burn to death because they were already weak enough that the smallest damage could probably have killed them? They would
We
have
could
been
lead
collateral.
it away. We could always lead it elsewhere. Taken
we-
the fight elsewhere.
All right. Where? How? How would we just jump? Because we have no time for you to make your glider as we came down now.
We still had the Sky Scourge.
The Sky Scourge had left the platform to
He was
take
coming back.
You don't know how long it would have taken for him to come back, or if we would even be alive when he came back. Because, as I said, that thing is not natural. It could have killed us in seconds for all we know. You assume you are foolish enough to assume that we might have stand a chance. We might have gotten a hit or two.
make
You're
one.
foolish. You're
I make
foolish.
one assumption. All your arguments have been assumptions, and I am the naive one.
No, you're the foolish one to believe that we would have survived. In my own side, I don't think we would have. Especially not with Techie around. He, as I said, he already took down 2 of us on his own.
Not at that point. We did not know his strength.
No, not at that point. But do you honestly believe we would take Techie down, plus his weird floating sword companions and the bird? Do you really think we would do that?
I will say the thing that you say. I had faith. If my faith in my team is worth less than your faith, then that speaks a lot about you.
I'm not saying that your faith is worth less.
But you are saying it is wrong.
I'm saying that in this when this happened, it was unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. I wish there was another way, but I cannot see any possible scenario where we would have made it out of this alive if we didn't do what we do. And even if we did, there's no guarantee that those people would not have perished as collateral damage.
I
We don't
look.
know. I don't know what that bird is capable of. But as Kikia said, it's unnatural. We don't know what it can do.
I look at my friends, the bravest souls I have met. I do not believe I speak for myself when I say the risk of one or more of us not making it out is a sacrifice I or them would have made, considering the alternatives that have occurred. I asked you how many years. When I say that, I ask how many years of the people trapped, people who will be trapped, how many years is worth it? Is it 1, 10, 20? Say it is resolved in 50 years. Would that have been worth it? Would their life still exist here? Would their families be alive? Would they have been forgotten? At what point does them returning mean anything to them anymore? This is not something we can wait forever to do. And you say this machine is new. I disagree. These machines may very well have caused the first time stops to begin with, since nobody knows how they occurred. These could be ancient. These could be relics. These may not be a new thing. Those are presumptions. Gakusha does not strike me as someone who knows everything. He strikes me as someone who would exploit anything. He may very well just have found the ancient weapon and decided to make it his own. He may not even understand what he deals with.
Right. And in the face of all that, if everything you say is true, or even if it's an assumption, your choice is to run away, to not be a part of it.
My choice is to not participate
And if you
in
don't,
more of this damage, of this destruction.
yeah, but
I
if
can
you-
help people, but I do not believe this is how we help people. And I do not wish to keep doing so.
And I ask you then, what does you running away solve? You have the knowledge, you definitely have, as we have seen before, this might have been our limit, but we have faced great odds and changed things for the better in many cases. If you leave and decide to go hide somewhere, what does that help your friends or this land or your homeland? I feel like even if you did, do you think you would be stopped being chased by the enemy? You still carrying that gear around your neck, and people who are the enemy know who you are. If you're alone, you will most likely be hunted down.
I can change my guise if I wish. I have changed my guise many times. I can be someone else.
Sure,
However, I do not have to run or hide. I can simply stop. I can stop being part of the damage. I can help other communities. I can spread knowledge without hiding it.
So
I can do good elsewhere because this is not good.
okay, then what about your friends? Are you just gonna leave them to their fates? They rely on you, just as you rely on
I
them.
care for my friends.
Then you
I
should stay.
like my friends, but I will not partake in atrocities for my friends. I will not hurt and kill for my friends because they wish to stay on that path. Yesterday, you took a slight, you took an insult to your appearance, and you were about to kill that plant, the one that attacked us. You only stopped because new arrivals saw you, because the Luna people saw you. Had they not shown up, would you have killed because of your own arrogance?
No, I would not have killed them. I will
You
admit.
spoke that you were.
Yeah, but speaking and acting is two different things, Rag. I was upset, I will admit, but I would never have killed them.
That is hard to believe.
Well, you don't all know me perfectly.
We all rely on each other, Nix. We were bound by tail and go together. I hate you. I hate you so much that you made me read that. It's why we decided on our
Vale is
team.
embarrassed.
It's why we decided on our team name, right?
Yeah, we're the Rat King. That's what we are.
As I said, I will end it here, but leaving doesn't solve anything. Running away doesn't solve anything. You might think you're helping, but the damage is already done. We might as well try to fix it. And if it takes a long time and you feel like at a certain point that I've had enough, that is fine. But leaving before even trying, at least attempting to fix it, doesn't help anyone right now. It just hurts more people in the long run. We should at least try to see if we can find a solution for it. If you run before even trying, then all of that was for nothing.
Why do you presume I run?
Because you said you would leave. That is running away.
Leaving and running are different things. I am not fleeing from you. I am choosing not to stand by you.
And what would you do instead? Just bide time and do nothing?
I would do good my way. I would help in other ways. I do not believe we have been doing much helping or good lately. I believe we do not have the moral or the physical, even the emotional strength to do good and be self-sacrificing at the sight of poor odds.
And you mean to tell me that that up there was good odds?
No, but I believe we could have done things other ways.
Yes, but
We could have fended it off. Maybe not win, but make it go away.
Yeah, but that's...
I do not presume everyone may survive, and that would have been a lower cost than this.
Yes, but what if you assume that all will not survive in that particular scenario. But
Yes.
what in this, if we did that, if we lured it away to wherever it may be, if we all failed, if we didn't stop it, it would have changed nothing. And who knows what destruction the bird might have wrought while we lured it away, and what destruction it would have caused to the place we led it to. You have no guaranteed that we would have defeated it. We all could have perished, and then your grand plan of doing something else might have done no difference. This, at least, while not an optimal solution, might have saved these people for a time. It's not an idea that I like. You're right. People might get stuck there and never get out for the foreseeable future. You're right. That's a horrible thing. I agree
You
with you
saved.
wholeheartedly.
You saved us. You might have saved them. But at the cost of everyone who will fall to harm and the death of the Long Shadow and of this natural disaster that no one can see. I can say what would happen if we all perished. I know for a certain. We would have died doing the right thing without regrets.
So just because you die without regret, that's the right choice. That doesn't matter if the rest of the world is destroyed afterwards, just because you has perished and doesn't have to worry about it, thinking that you have done the right thing.
Do you
That is-
believe what you have done is a better outcome for the world than if we had not?
I believe that it's a better outcome for this land, a temporarily solution that might, for all we know, it might. You might be wrong.
The Long
That's the thing.
Shadow
Uh-huh.
will be used to destroy another land, our homeland.
Mm-hmm.
That was Techi's goal. At least that is his group's goal. Is the sacrifice of those lives worth it?
No, of course not. No, of course not. It's not. But that is, you're assuming that we had all the knowledge of what would happen, that we had all the pieces, and that one choice was right and one choice was wrong.
Yes. I had
Yes.
spoken of these obelisks before. I had communicated with the Long Shadow. I told everyone this. Everyone should know.
Yes,
Yet,
but
we didn't stand up to the odds. We didn't go up against Nirvana's forces when we should have.
and
We chose cowardice. Not once, not twice, but 3 times this day. And I might have been able to overlook it. If only we weren't so cold, so callous, to say, an old friend, misguided and misled, should be left forever, or worse, die at our own hands. I cannot live. I cannot exist by such lacks of morals. Not anymore. Not after what I've been through with you people. How you have opened my eyes. I do not wish to become something other than what you have made me now. If I stay, maybe I will. Maybe I will not fear the health, safety, and lives of others. Maybe I will forget why my people are dangerous.
You assume that we will do the same thing again, aren't you? The one time
Hey,
we do something
this
out of
conversation, this talk, defending what has happened, minimizing it with softer words, having hopeful thoughts of everything just working out, tells me enough that yes, this will happen again. We will make the same mistakes, and we will justify it.
Anyone have anything else to say, or am I the only one who's trying to prevent him from leaving? But he seems set in his ways, but if you do care for him, then I guess you should say something now, because no matter what I say, he cannot change his mind.
You haven't been very convincing. You have more been trying to dismiss my words.
No, I'm not trying to dismiss your words, Rag. I'm just saying that we did what we had to do. I don't like it, and I wish we could have done things differently, but what's done is done. We can't take it back, but we can at least look into a solution. No matter how long it takes, if it takes 500 years, or even the end of the world until we find a solution, at least looking for a solution for the time stops is better than running away and doing nothing.
Why do you say I run? Why do you say I do nothing?
Run, leaving, it doesn't matter. Whatever your choice
Why can I only help if I am with you?
Because that's actively looking into the problem. Will you just
I can
leave on your own?
travel. I can walk these lands myself. I can ask questions, find answers on my own without being part of further tragedies.
Yeah, but how likely, given our track record of finding these people, and that has something to do with the phenomenon, are you likely to find on your own comparing to traveling with the group that sounds to be, at least in my experience, seems to be have a real knack of finding these people?
About the same.
About the same, perhaps, but as they say, strength in numbers. You would be alone and outnumbered.
I have walked not this land, but other lands, for longer than you have drawn breath. I do not think of time and years as you do, as they do not mean much to me. I can stand and watch sunrise and sunset happen without moving. I do not sleep if I do not become forced to. I do not count the years of my life. Why do you believe something like that is going to... Why do you believe an unspeakable time of loneliness would suddenly make me vulnerable?
It's not you being vulnerable that concerns me, because I know very well you can hold your own, but even you have limits. With enough numbers, anyone can be taken down.
I have not had numbers on my side before. This is the first time I have had numbers on my side.
Sure,
I do not fight for no reason. I avoid. I draw away.
Sure,
I keep others safe by not being seen. Why would I risk that?
My point still stands. You have your limits. If you're forced into a fight, then you will have to fight. But inaction damns us all. If we don't try to do anything about this, then that the time stop might not be stopped. You're right, you can go and do stuff on your own, but I genuinely believe that we have better chances of still working together to find a solution. You might not like it, and yes, we might and probably will do mistakes. But if we, in the end, manage to find a solution, won't those mistakes, if they can be resolved, everything cannot be resolved. That is the unfortunate way of life. You cannot save everyone or prevent everyone from getting hurt. But
If you believe we could not stop that bird,
yes,
why do you believe we can stop its master?
because the master might be weaker. Just because it controls it doesn't mean that
You are a fool.
I mean, we did. She points.
You
She looks
are
over at
a
Techie.
fool.
Techie, you calling me a fool now?
Techie is not a master. The long
Yep.
shadow is Techie's master. The long
Okay.
shadow is the bird's master.
Fair, but in the moment, Techie did command the bird, and we beat Techie. And you might be right. He serves the long shadow, and we don't know where that thing might be. But at least his servant is stopped, put out of play for now.
You are a fool.
Nix is
So
right
you-
in that we should look for a solution, even if we don't know how long it'll take. We have clues to work with, though. We still have a chance to fix all this if we work together, says Saki.
You are naive. One
Well-
cannot choose evil and take it back.
It's not about being naive. It's about not giving up. We have done wrong, yes, but as long as we draw breath, there might be a chance that we might resolve it. And you leaving, unfortunately, lessens our odds of doing that. We wish to have you here because you are in this. You are that, as I said, the power is around your neck.
Fine. Rag reaches around his neck and takes off the necklace and tosses it at Nyx. There you go. You have the power in your own hands now. B.
Nyx takes the necklace and just look at him a little bit disappointed. Well,
That is all you wanted. That is
No.
all you needed.
I needed that to save those on the archipelago, yes, but that's
No,
not.
you had
the
one
point.
around your own damn neck.
I did, but I cannot save them with only one. I need at least two, but that's besides the point. You made
We
it
have
sure.
6.
Yeah, we had 6. I can get, and she holds it out to him. I don't care if it's yours that I take. I could have asked anyone. But the fact that you decide to walk away when you have the power to help and fix the issue that we caused, and you choose not to. That
I
is
made no. I had no say in this. I
No,
had
you don't
no
own-
hand in this.
You are
You
part-
draw me under the same brush
Yes.
as
Yes.
It's
yourself.
not only him.
Reg, you are part of the group, and I know that you didn't have a say in it. I know that's I don't like it. I don't like it more than you do. But you have to understand that we did the choice we did.
Even
to
if I am, I'll
survive.
still hold on to hope. I only wish you would too.
Hope. Hope
Faith.
is commendable. Faith is too. But if this is what happens when my back is turned, then I cannot stand by and let it happen more. I do not wish to fight any of you. I do not wish to strike any of my friends down. And I do not wish to tarnish my memory of our time together. I do not wish to see more unspeakable things happen when I am not around. I can help in my own ways, but not like this. Not with how you speak, not with how you accuse, how you imagine, theorize, with coldness, with this
Boldness. That's
logic.
what you call it? Coldness. There was no logic in the choice we made. We made it out of desperation.
Your argument so far have been this was the best thing to do.
No,
This
it
was
was
the
not
logical
the best.
thing to do.
It was not the best thing to do, Rag. But it was the choice we made. Again, if we could have made it any other way in that particular moment, we could have done so, yes, but there's no guarantee that it would have worked out. We could have all died. The people we were trying to help could have all died. This way, unfortunate as it is, we made it all out alive and the people are still alive. Would you rather have the outcome knowing that even if we all perished for the greater good or whatever, would you be at peace knowing that the ones that we were trying to save had perished with us?
If there was a chance to survive, if there was a chance to win, which I believed there could have been, then yes, that is a sacrifice I would have made rather than the damage that has been caused. You keep defending your actions. You keep refuting my position. You keep arguing that this was the outcome that should have been made. I do not see regret when I see into your eyes. I see justification. I will not stand by.
What
You
part?
you may keep that or give it back. I do not care. All that matters is, do you care if I walk into another place like that and stop? Or do you think one more pendant in your care will do more good? Choose wisely.
I only wanted your pendant so we could get the people out. Of course I care. As again, I don't care if it's your pendant, my pendant, or their pendant. Of course, but I don't think you leaving is the right choice either, because if you leave, then that is a loss for us as well. Because, as I said, you carry the solution, the potential solution.
I can take
Speaking of,
it to others who may know something, who could help.
wait, hold on. Kiki and Nyx goes over to Kiki real quick. She's still holding the thing, right?
She has a bunch of scrap metal, yes.
Yeah. Is one of the gears that the thing had, is that intact? Or is there any gear intact there? Vale.
The gears are all intact.
Yeah. How big are they in comparison to the gear, the time gear thing?
Kind of bigger.
They're bigger.
Maybe twice. Maybe each is like twice the size of your pendant.
Okay. I have an idea, but don't think that might work unless we make something smaller. But oh well. Just a thought that crossed my mind. But either way, and then she tosses back the time gear back to Rag. You can keep it. But that was not why I took it. You have more value than just what hangs around your neck. If you didn't have value, I would have left. But I indeed value your friendship. You have saved me enough times to it would be foolish of me to say that I don't care. Because at any point you could have left me, and you didn't. So of course I care what happens to you, Rag. I simply think that you leaving when you can actively help the group to do what we're supposed to do is unfortunate. And as you said, you say that I repeat those words, but it would do a disservice for the fate of this land and your land, I think, since you clearly have stated that Teki is for some reason after your homeland. I think it should be our responsibility to see if we can help both lands, shouldn't it?
Do you know of the saying, thick as thieves?
Can't say I have.
It means how thieves would work together because they are in the same boat. How people do not leave or work against each other for the same cause.
Mm-hmm.
Then I ask, if we are the thieves, if we are the criminals, is it right for me to stay and become a criminal just because we have history? Or is it right for me to step away and no longer cause more harm?
That is you assuming that we will cause more harm intentionally, because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you think that we will do the choices intentionally that will do more damage.
I do not believe the moral fiber is strong enough to do what is right. So yes, I believe the wrong choices will continue to be made if I am not there to voice my opinion.
Well, seems like you made the reason to stay then. If you
I
stay...
am not here to babysit you. I am not here to police you.
I'm not saying that you should babysit us, but since your opinion is valuable, your leaving would be a loss for the group, because it's important that everyone in a group that's working together voice their opinion. And sometimes, yes, there can be scenarios where everyone doesn't voice their opinion, like what happened today.
The pillars
The situation,
were enough.
the pillars, you for one jumped off early.
And the moment I was not within hearing distance, you believe that going against my warnings is fine.
No, but you could have voiced your warnings before we attacked the first pillars, because as far as I know, you were with us on the first few pillars and jumped off when
Beneath
we were
Nirvana.
Yeah, but that's a difference, and that is a completely different scenario. Yes, you voiced the opinions, but we were put in a choice that, yeah, you said that we should probably not do anything with these pillars back in Nirvana. But what do you think would have happened if we said no? Do you think that we could convince the dragons not to follow their command?
We could fight.
We could have fought. Yes, we could have fought those dragons. But even if we did, if we fought those dragons, do you still think that we would have been able to save those people, to defeat Teki and the Firebird? I'm asking you again, do you think we could have succeeded in that mission, even if we did not destroy the pillars?
Success or failure is not relevant. I believe doing nothing or sitting by and watching it happen when you could have made a choice are equal. We have signed up to help, to protect. We knew the dangers and the risks.
Uh-huh.
We chose to do nothing, to let things play out. Every group of people we oppose were allowed to get away with what they wanted, and we played into it. We cooperated. I find it immoral.
You find it immoral.
Correct.
Right. But, alright. But if you think about it, or before I continue, I'm not blaming your choice of plan, but it was your idea to do the whole disguise as a dragon thing and fly around. If we had had another way to get there, that would have never happened. Am I inevitably then gonna blame your choice of plan, put the blame on you for everything that happened up there, because you chose to go through with this particular plan and tell me to put aside my biases and work with the Sky Scourge? Because if we didn't, none of this would ever have happened. If we had taken another
All
way,
of this would have happened exactly as it did had we done anything else.
it wouldn't. It
The
wouldn't.
ritual would have continued if we
Yes.
did not arrive.
The
Dragons would have attacked even if we had not arrived.
If we had not
Us.
arrived, you know what the difference is?
We could not make it any other way.
Yes, but if we didn't, you couldn't blame this on us. Because that's just how it's feeling. We were trying to do the best we could out of a situation, and you blame us as the bad people who caused this.
Yes, the
Yes.
best we could do was to make no difference whatsoever. The best we could do was expedite all of their intents. If we had not shown up at that time, the same outcome would likely occur, only slower.
Yeah, and I ask you, which one is worse?
Clearly, we did not help. Clearly, we did not do anything better. Clearly, all we did was speed up the process.
Right.
So no, us not going there would in fact have been exactly the same or worse.
Yeah, but the outcome would still be a little bit different, I would think.
Unlikely.
What I mean is that you wouldn't blame us for what happened. If we didn't go
I
there...
blame us for not changing the outcome. I blame us for not having the fortitude to stand up.
Again, you're asking me to put the moral high ground on what is right to do because you told me to do one thing, and watch you and Gabriel and potentially all those innocents to burn and fight a dragon just because you told me so.
Yes.
I'm sorry. But
Me and Gabriel and even those innocents would still have been a better trade than releasing the Long Shadow, or as grim as it sounds.
I am sorry, but I would rather save my friends and the innocents and take my chances with fighting the Long Shadow. Because I won't sacrifice innocents and friends for the greater good.
I will not sacrifice friends. I will not sacrifice innocents. But I am willing to sacrifice myself, or at least risk doing so. And I believe the bravery of those around me would make similar choices if need be.
You know why I went over
will not
to
preserve
Iraq?
myself that way. Sorry, speak again.
You know why I went over to Iraq and trusted each of you? I thought you would take care of that Dragon Knight and then come join us. Instead, the moment you guys arrived, you suddenly joined the idea of the dragons of stopping time. Can you imagine what a kind of shock that was to me? What kind of betrayal that felt in that moment? I'm pretty sure Rag feels the same, that we trusted in you, and you stabbed us in the back with this sudden join the dragon's idea of stopping time. And that is an issue that I have personally here as well. I trusted all three of you to take care while I go over to help Rag. And as he said, I was ready to sacrifice myself if that would have meant he, all of you, and those innocents, they could have been saved.
Could they?
We will never know because of the decision you made. And you're still,
Fair.
and as he's saying, you're like, from my perspective, just trying so hard to defend that point. It's about, we trusted you as well. That trust has been betrayed. Can you imagine how hard it is to work with others that have betrayed your trust?
So let me get. Kiki, you must have something to say in this.
Well, certainly, but I am not certain how much I can say. Ever since we got here, I've not thought of all the choices we've made wrong. Half of the time, think I'm doing the wrong thing, but I've stayed. I've tried to do what I feel is the best for everyone here. I will admit I would have loved to return home to the old kingdom, just get out of here as soon as possible, but ever after learning of the king's doings, it didn't feel like home anymore. I didn't know what to think of it. I've been lost here trying to do what I feel is right, is everyone deserves. I cannot defend the choice I made up there. I do not feel that it's right that it happened, that those people are now lost in time. But all I can say is why I did it. It is not because I want to follow Kakusha's plans, not because I want to see the world in havoc. It was merely hope that perhaps this could shift around us people, their opinions, thoughts, alliances. It seemed right to me. I can see why Rag feels this way. I will not push aside his words, but that is how I felt. That is why I did it. I did not mean to betray anyone. I did not hope to drive you away either. But like I said, I am not sure how much there is for me to say. If you feel that is right for you, and if you do not trust us anymore, that I cannot argue with that. But I only wished you to know that I've done it with the intentions of good. I do not wish to follow a path of destruction like everywhere's been.
You.
Those are my thoughts.
Yes, I can tell that you speak your truth. As I have spoken mine. Saki. Wherever we go, looks brighter when you are around. You shine. Nyx.
Here comes the diss.
Here you go. He's putting on the gun.
The fucking gun now. You hide many things from yourself, from everyone. You expect the worst at times, when I do not believe you have to. I believe seeing the sun would do you good as you follow it. I believe you can be more than you think if you tried. Kiki, your curiosity, your willful to learn, your willingness to explore is astonishing. You are a beautiful mind. And Gabriel, you have a beautiful heart. Use it well.
But Rag, we don't want you to go. Are you certain of this?
No, I do not wish to go. I am not certain of this. But it feels right. And I must do something right today. I cannot sit idle. I cannot defend what has happened. And I cannot watch more harm come from people so important to me. Would rather cherish it and meet again someday. But I cannot walk this path.
You got eaten by the void.
He went out of line of sight. No.
Despawned.
Gabriel is just
We just hear a faint
running
like
after him.
Super Mario dying in the sound in the distance.
I come with you.
It was just a pit.
We both have to Piranha Pit.
I don't know if you did that IC or not.
He followed you, I see, yes.
Oh. Are you sure?
He's running after Rag right now, yes.
Can you
Does
run
he just
after
want another
Rag?
word, or is he coming back to the party? Like, because that was kind of an exit.
No.
Hold on, I'll make a stealth check and see if you can see him at all.
Can you run back? Can you run after him like somewhere that isn't outside the map?
We are both outside the map. We are now both in the void.
Hold on, I'll click a stealth and see if one can perceive the rag in the deep woods. Willpower.
Why is he using strength stealth?
Yeah, why is he using strength? He should be using dexterity. That's so wrong. That should be 9.
Apparently,
Let's
he's more
see.
using his muscles to hide.
He's trying to flex so he doesn't.
The same outcome.
He's not.
Just made it worse, technically.
No, the ones don't care. The ones stopped mattering when they changed the version.
I know it's more about like you have like 1 dice more, you got the same number.
Oh yeah, like percentage-wise it's worse, but the outcome is the same.
So yes, very easy to find.
Well, the rustling in the bushes is prevalent.
Gabriel is noticing the noises from the bushes and he's just, Rag!
You can't use tackle, I'm immune.
Or
Yes.
can I? Are you... I know you said you're not sure about this, but... I don't know if I can continue with them without you. You've done so much to help us, Rag. I feel many of the things we went through wouldn't have been possible without you.
You. But they need you.
I don't think they do.
I do. They need your heart.
And I need my best friend at my side. I meant what I said back in that one night at the campfire, you know?
Understand. I believe you have the strength now. I believe you can protect them, even if I am not there. But this is not farewell. This is just goodbye.
I'm not sure if she'd feel harder that you believe in me like that or not. Because I don't really believe in myself. I never lie, but I said I'm not a fighter, you know? I was never good at it.
Do not believe in yourself. Believe in me who believes in you.
Oh my god, he dropped the line.
Take that, Shimon.
Fuck you, my best offender.
Once things are over, I believe you know where to find me.
You have the same goal after all, huh? The place you won't both see.
We will meet again. Best friend.
Gabriel is just trying to pull Rag into like a very short hug.
Well, as long as it's not a normal type or a fighting type hug, you'll be fine.
I don't know, I think that's a typeless
Typeless hugs are fine.
I think that's a typeless move.
Fairy type hugs also work.
But what if he's suddenly poisoned?
Vale,
Yes.
if you want to make him into an Espeon or Umbreon, now is the time. His friendship score is max.
No, if anything, he turns into a Sylveon now.
Fuck, yes! Oh yeah, I have the fairy
right
type
there.
move. No!
Right there on the
He does
spot.
have fairy type moves, so he would be a Sylveon.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you have a fairy type move, that overrides like the other two conditions.
Listen. It's not a bad idea because you'll finally have like fingers to play the harp on and shit, and you'll be the loving character, and you will replace our missing fairy type.
Oh my
I don't want to be a
Dragon Slayer, Dragon Slayer, Dragon
Oh
Slayer.
yeah, Sylveon evolves with friendship, doesn't it? Oh shit.
Sylveon evolves with it's the same way as Espeon and Umbreon, just that its
Yeah, it
condition
just
is that
matters
it
if
has
you have a fairy type
type.
move or not.
Yeah,
Well-
you absolutely need a fairy type move. If you have a fairy type move, then that overrides both Espeon and Umbreon.
All
because
right,
that has to be a
genuinely, I'm giving you the option.
Oh, he's gonna have the flash ribbons. Ugh.
I would say that he's given the option of all three, because this is important for him.
No, I'm giving the option for Sylveon.
Okay.
The I was about to say, he cannot give me all three because it's either day or night right now.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. What
If anything,
type
it'd be
of power it was.
Espeon, yeah, but I'm giving you right now the option for Sylveon. You feel this tug in your heart, and it's not a heart attack.
My fairy type was washing all over him.
You know the worst thing is, I did say I would be willing to do things if they work, if they ideally it makes sense.
Be the lover boy.
Your artist is gonna hate you.
My artist will already hate me because like I'm not going to get that commission changed, not gonna lie at this point.
You are free to not do it.
I know, but I have not even like looked at the whole stuff we talked about the last time with like the sound-based moves. So this is like a very
Think not of
Actually,
Sylveon
Sylveon has tons of sound-based
Nah.
moves. Sylveon's got like pixelized hyper voice and shit. Like Sylveon has tons of singing moves.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I think it even has sing.
It has sing. It has hyper voice.
I mean, it's
It even has echoed voice, I think.
Yeah, I'll look at the actual
It's
Pokédex
not-
and not at the PMD one.
Yeah, but just here like at what the PMD thing said right now.
It has
Well, the
hyper
PV,
voice, disarming
Sylveon.
voice.
Oh, it
um,
sings.
I don't see sing, but I'm sure it's there somewhere.
Uh,
oh, hang on, I'm looking at. Okay, so it has copycat,
and covet.
technically, disarming voice.
Song voice is pretty good too.
I don't see hyper voice. I don't see echoed voice or sing. But I mean, it's not. Oh, and alluring voice as well. What does alluring voice even do?
Oh, and Draining
I don't know.
Kiss. Draining Kiss, awesome. Hyper voice from Gen 9. That's there.
Oh, alluring voice gives confusion. I see.
Mm. And through TMs, those are also learnable.
You've been given a chance. Will you take
Dazzling
this?
Gleam is so beauty. Dazzling
Will you-
Gleam is max beauty.
Will you take this option or not take this option?
I need my poker card.
Flip a coin.
Yeah.
See?
Alluring voice. Alluring voice is available. Hyper Beam, Giga Impact, Psychic.
See, these are icy developments.
Oh, Trailblaze, the grass type move, is available.
Alright, Mr. DM. I have placed down a card. I don't care what you call it, either red or black. If you hit this right, I will take it.
Wait, you're telling me to say color.
Yes, I don't have it. I don't know what it is right now either. I mixed the deck and I just placed down a card.
Oh
Face
my
down.
god.
Is it a magic deck?
It's a poker deck.
Now, decide first. What do you think you want to do?
You have access to Magical Leaf.
I will not be held accountable for this.
he will be. Anyways.
This decision is yours alone to make, with
It is a
with
very-
everyone whispering on your shoulder.
I feel like I have like these devils on my shoulders, and I'm like, where's my angel? Because I have like the thing. I have like 5 devils on my shoulder right now, but not a single angel.
I mean, it makes
Can I, GM, can I
Mhm.
can I soften or can I entice the deal for him by he can learn play rough from Rag.
Fucking
What
God.
am I supposed to do?
We're just gonna-
He's seen Rags play rough so many times now. He will know it.
Oh, okay, I thought you were gonna beat him up right there, just as a memo.
No, he would just know it. He's seen Rag do it. He can defeat
Honestly,
dragons.
Nah, Rex would just like suplex him. Let's be real.
First, I want a decision.
Oh, I found Echo Voice. It is available.
Where is it?
You know what?
It's in Generation 6.
Yeah.
I may regret this in the future, but fuck it, we ball. I take
We
it.
ball!
Rag is gonna be like, this is what you do to all the ladies. Play rough.
Okay, I'm gonna write down the extra stuff I found in campaign general.
Okay, Red.
You do the scene.
What was the card?
You have not made your call.
I said red.
Oh, it was black.
Fuck's sake.
It was an ace of shades. But what it was called? The shovel-looking one.
Spades.
Spades, thank you. I don't always have like the English ones in my head.
But really, like, if we think about it, Gabriel
I made my call, so
sure. I'm just saying that it makes sense, I think, about from a story perspective, like it was now, it was presented really well.
Oh.
But if you think about it, it also makes sense with Gabriel as a character, since he is a very, caring person.
I don't want to pressure him. I want
No.
the choice. It's a character choice for him to make. I don't want to pressure him
Yeah,
anymore.
it's
even
a
if we can
major-
argue it's cool.
It's a major decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, right now the major decision pressure would come at best from Vay, because this is like him like saying either you take it or you will maybe not get it again for a while.
If
And
any
said-
character ever has a big decision to make, I think it's Gabriel in like evolution wise. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying that it makes sense.
But yeah, Gabriel, in campaign general, I typed out some of the moves I found that I don't think showed up in the bot that you should have access to.
Magical leaf? Huh?
Yep, magical leaf.
Yeah.
I have to check that, but as I said, I'm taking it, and I meant that seriously when I said fuck it, we ball.
he's taking it.
He's taking it.
He is
He's gonna
taking
be-
it.
I did say like yes, Leafeon was like the OG, like out of
Because of
character.
beauty and toughness, yeah.
Okay,
Not
what
because of that.
what is the hidden ability for Sylveon?
Pixelate.
Pixelize?
Pixelate.
Pixelate.
Yeah.
It
Turn
makes
normal to fairy.
It turns normal type moves into fairy and gives them also like an additional stab bonus technically in the game. So it's like
Yeah.
every move you do gets a stab bonus and a pixelate bonus.
Yeah.
They're like wannabe crits.
And it also has Cute Charm as the second, or
Yeah.
its main ability.
Its main
yeah.
ability is Cute Charm. I don't think it has a second ability.
Yeah, one extra bonus die for fire moves. I put it in the bot. You get stab, weakness resistance, and an extra die.
Yeah,
So you get double stab.
Yeah, Pixelate and Cute Charm is the two abilities.
There's a
it has.
reason people do Pixelate Hyper Voice Sylveon.
Yeah, it's busted. I do it myself.
I mean, the Pixelate Sylveon won, like, I think 2 years ago, the World Championships, like 2024.
Yeah.
Well, oh man, I should have put the evolution sound in the soundboard.
Ah!
With the hug that the two share, there is this tugging at Gabriel's heart. The wind picks up briefly, has this shimmer, encompasses his form, and does Rag keep holding?
I hold.
While holding on to Gabriel, even during this spectacle of radiant light, his form shifts and changes. And when it's over, this somewhat larger, more feline figure is returning the hug with its many ribbons, but still relatively the same eyes that Gabriel has. And Gabriel has evolved into a Sylveon. He gets one special, one insight,
Oh,
He's
boy.
also allowed to reset his stats. Yeah.
No.
Come on. He didn't know he was gonna be a Sylveon.
No.
I mean,
Come on.
No. You also get. I think it's 6 base HP.
Ah, okay. Base 6 up from base 4, I think.
it shows base HP 4, but maybe that got changed.
For
to
Sylveon?
3.0. I'm not sure if it got changed to 3.0.
Okay,
I know
let me check.
Vaporeon has like it.
Because I can't see the base HP here. It's not showing me.
Eevee had base 3, and I'm gonna open that awesome website that has up-to-date shit on it.
Because when I look at Sylveon, it has 8 HP and 2 Vitality, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, it should be base 6 then. I'll try and I'll see what the bot says, but the bot is old.
I'm looking on the website. It has
Yeah.
2 Vitality, which is interesting, and 6 base HP.
Yeah, it's gone up from 4 to 6.
Yeah. So
Congrats, you're tanky as fuck.
you get 6 base HP. Do you
I
know
have
where to change that?
I have trouble seeing this. I'm looking at the core book. It says here 4.
Yeah, but there's a website.
Is
The
there?
website takes precedence.
Yeah,
You never said anything about a website existing until now.
I have.
I learned it
I've
between sessions.
I've shown it a few times.
I didn't. Yeah, okay. I didn't know of the website before now. I learned it from last session to now. I don't know it by heart, so I'm scrolling through my yaps.
It's pokeroledex.nl. Here's the thing though. Gabriel has 5 base HP, and I'm wondering where they came from.
That can. I mean, the cloak gives 2.
Oh yeah, the cloak.
The cloak that he's not wearing
Yeah,
anymore?
Yeah, the cloak. The cloak he's
what do you
wearing.
mean not wearing anymore?
Oh, the living leaf cloak. Okay, I see it. Grants max 2 HP. Okay, I see. Okay, makes sense. In that case, it's 8 HP.
Website base HP 6 on Sylveon.
All right.
Can I do that? Can I do that math after we are done? Like I don't want.
Oh,
to
yeah,
do
I'll
that.
change it right now for you. So you have 8 base HP, which gives you 12 HP. Holy crap!
Yeah, like Jolteon still has 4, so this is a buff that has been made.
And
What about Vaporeon? Because I'm pretty sure the
7,
core book was also
7,
changed.
7,
Yeah, okay,
7.
then that's with the core book.
And I will give you the choice of Pixelate or Cute Charm.
Pixelate.
Mr.
Charm
DM,
makes sense.
there's a devil on my shoulder and types of
Oh no! Hold on. Every morning he can choose ability.
You can choose every time, yeah, every morning or whatever. Every
Yeah,
long
like,
rest, not every morning.
All right.
He's giving the options right now just for the fact that evolved.
Yeah. Okay, so what you want to have at this second, like day 1.
We have seen how
No,
busted
it's about like
Charm
he wants
can
to
be.
know what like my active right is.
Yeah.
This is such a difficult decision because Cute Jump can be fucking annoying with me because I can't just jump in front of someone. They do a fist moves. Well, Cute Jump it may be. It could
Yeah.
also just be like taking
How many-
Pixelate, but I don't have like really moves that work well
Yeah.
with Pixelate right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How many?
But well, you have a new move set to choose from too. Like
Well,
your
that's something I have
learn
to
pool has
discuss with
changed.
Vale.
What?
Like he
You know that one
gets
part
access
is-
to the Sylveon insight pool, so his learn pool has changed.
I kind of want that one strength point just gone that I had from the beginning at this point.
Oh, you too?
True. But yeah, which ability do you want?
I take Cute Jump for now because I don't really have anything for
Right,
Pixelate.
all the Cute Charms in the team, huh?
Oh, everyone's so cute.
I mean, that's actually really Gabe's case would be more like a beauty charm and like a cute charm.
And because he made a good point,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
you learn play rough. The rest we will discuss.
I'm not sure if I want to say I hate you, Rag, or not right now, but I accept it.
The rest we will discuss along the way. But yes, the team sees this spectacle in front of them when the light abates. The form of a Sylveon is standing near Rag.
He's giving you guys a choice to react. I think my
Wait.
game file broke.
You're saying
Uh,
Rag is just kind of looking Gabriel up and down, and then Rag's little tendrily arms are all already kind of like flat and ribbony, and he's just kind of wiggling his arm, holding one of Gabriel's ribbons, and they're kind of like doing the wave, like they got the same hands now.
Oh yeah!
Wait, what? No.
Yeah, the
Oh
ribbons are
wait,
very
you know
close.
what? You know what that means?
Uh-oh.
This doesn't work anymore.
No!
oh. Oh,
We give
no.
it to Nyx.
No, I give it to Kiki, obviously.
But Kiki has. Alright.
Yeah.
It is until you have to reach your final
Yeah,
stage.
it's first or second stage, so.
Yep.
You were saying though, Kiki.
I was gonna crack a joke, half sarcastic, but
He doesn't want to anymore.
okay, I'll say anyway. It's you want me to react to bad news with good news?
Yeah.
Okay. Kiki kind of steps back. She was about to head somewhere entirely else until she hears this and feels this pulsating energy. She kind of stops and her ears twitch and turn, and then she turns to look. And she holds a pause before leaning closer to the two with a bitter smile. Well, at least they mean a lot to each other, huh? I hope they will see each other again.
Literally just that.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You have the strength and the power. You can keep them safe.
You know, also, Mr. Rag, the moment you touch that ribbon,
I
gave
take
your
rough damage.
feelings away. Don't forget that the Sylvian uses the ribbons to, like, read the feelings of someone.
Oh, okay. So if Gabriel becomes an empath with the ribbons, then roll
God.
tough and insight.
What the
If-
fuck kind of roll
roll-
do you hear from me?
Roll tough and insight. If you get less than 2 successes,
I die.
Gabriel will cry.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just- He's reading how a rag feels
Tough,
every day.
tough 0.
Well, tough is 1.
Tough is base one.
Well, yeah, it's always base 1, but he has 0 on it, so.
Yeah. So you get
I'm
4
sorry,
dice.
well, I mean, he's going to cry anyway because he's losing his best friend right now for like the rest of the journey.
Okay. Then you kind of disadvantage.
Oh my fucking god!
It's gonna
Nah.
ball
Okay. He's holding it in. He held it in.
You don't
okay,
need
your
to read
your
ridiculous.
eyes are visibly wet, but you have not shed any tears. You are strong enough.
What'd you say, Kiki?
I just made a joke. You don't need to look ridiculous in front of everyone.
Through your tendrils, you can feel the loneliness and the passive fear that seems to always linger within Rag, but also this hopeful and almost very alive feeling that keeps trying to push it down all the time. He can feel the the joy and pride of his friend. But beneath it all, there is a deep, hollow, lonely, and almost self-loathing feeling that can't quite be ignored, even how much more rises to the top.
You make me also regret having mentioned the ribbon thing now.
You shouldn't have done that.
So, overwhelmed by his completely new existence and like this stream of emotions just running through his newly gained ribbons, he stares at Rag with like tears visibly in the eyes, but he seems to be still be holding them like back from like completely flowing as he stares now down on like his best friend. And with one of the ribbons, he just like tries to swipe his eyes, but being like not used him yet, it looks a little bit silly probably to Rag.
Pokes his eye out.
Just like, oops, I have an eye. Can you make me eye Rag? Yeah, thanks. He reaches then like for the guitar that Rag made and places it on the ground. Like, I guess I shouldn't keep you for much longer, but I guess for one last time's sake, I would like to ask you to fix it before you go.
Of course. Rag's gonna make the best repair job.
Not to be a pain, but fix this right now.
And I will spend a will point.
I mean, he doesn't have any.
What does it matter? What does it matter?
To be fair, he's leaving. He doesn't.
It's
need him
fine.
anymore.
Free is still a repair job. He's not upgrading it, he's fixing it.
I mean, yeah, you did like the tune up from a harp to guitar, just like that.
The harp is repaired.
What harp?
Wasn't it the guitar?
The guitar.
The guitar is repaired. Shut up.
Have you ever seen a Sylvia with a guitar, bro? Like you think like I'm cute and just going to play like fucking heavy metal?
You can be the one that's like, look, no pause.
So with the guitar repaired, Gabriel picks it back up again and attaches his back to his back. What the what is this? Like, what the hell have you done?
I posted a poll for Vale to look at after the session.
Why are you doing this like right now when I'm trying to say something? What the hell?
Okay, you can say something now.
So he's then like attaching it like back to the probably by now a bit small attachment that he had before, and with still the sad as his eye, he would like nod to his friend and just give him a last "Take care of you, my friend." And
I will.
but please don't tell those two about this new form of mine. For now,
Oh,
if you should see them.
Of course. 1 second before I go. Rag reaches into his tailoring pouch, one of the few items that he didn't leave with the backpack, and he takes out his measuring band and quickly just takes some quick measurements of Gabriel's new stature. Done.
What have you? Gabriel seems confused about the sudden measurements being taken by Rag.
In case I decide to have something waiting for you.
Oh, that would be very appreciative of you. That I cannot speak in real life anymore. What the fuck? That would be very nice of you, and I would appreciate that, my friend.
Well, until next time, friend.
See you around, my friend.
Yes. Man of few words. Yes.
Yes.
But it's also very in character of how he talks.
Yeah, I just imagine Reg just going JoJo style, like, yes, 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 yes.
It's got a very chiseled jaw. Yes.
Oh boy. Ray, I think we have a lot to discuss after the session is over.
I gave our DM so much homework.
Tell me
Hey, my
about
crop's
it.
going with strength. That's wrong. My crop should use dexterity. It's fine. It's still good.
Oh boy. Oh.
Everyone hug Vale. He's gonna put in a lot of effort for all of us. But he is happy.
So happy.
See, he's so proud of us.
He's so happy.
Okay, I can't actually see anything if Rag is over here, so I'm gonna just.
I think
leave him
he's
in
going to
these bushes.
hate. I think he's going to hate my choice with today for like a good while.
Vroom.
He has to now make a new art of Gabriel as a Sylveon this time, which is probably going to annoy him.
Oh.
I can't
Hey, a
imagine.
Sylveon
that
Bard
with
is
the
gonna look
ribbon.
cool.
It is, but I can imagine he's going to just be like, I hate drawing those ribbons.
I wish the ribbons
Well,
were
ribbons
the
are
hard
fun
part.
to draw. The ribbons are easy to draw, actually. I won't mind those.
I wish the ribbons were the problem.
Yeah, the ribbons are not the problem.
Oh,
But
boy.
I will point out that today is the Rag thumbnail, but next thumbnail is gonna draw in some viewers who didn't see this episode. They're like, what?
Of course.
Leafeon? I thought it
Uh-huh.
would be a Leafeon for sure.
Yes, well, while you are arguing amongst yourselves and with Rag's departure, things quiet down a little bit as nighttime begins to loom over Rosvale. Suddenly boss fight. At some point, when you're simply just reflecting on the events that just happened over the last few hours and the last few days, you hear the flapping of wings, and something perches on the top of one of the trees. Oh, I found you. It's quite the spectacle you've made up there. And
I
you
feel
see
sad for
the Sky
Saki.
Scourge on top of one of the trees.
Kiki.
Skip cutscene.
They
It's
can't
gonna
talk.
skip
It's fine.
cutscene.
Oh, Nick's
I
been
mean,
writing
more
too?
like
No,
the
okay.
Saki.
Yeah, Nix might have to write if they're gonna do parallel cutscenes.
That's the
Yeah, but
issue
what
with
they-
trying
because
to make this.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Like, Saki was like saying something I see like to Nick, so and then this happened. So that's why I wrote like just cutscene skip.
I think they can talk in text and listen in. Nix, are you okay with that?
Sure.
Sweet.
I can. You can also just wait a bit, and I'll like go to it
Yeah,
afterwards.
I have been waiting. That's why I haven't said anything yet.
Nix be like, oh, I can't believe these two are taking so long saying their goodbyes and evolving and shit. I just want to talk about this stuff with Saki.
No, not really, but
No, I was poking fun.
yeah, I know.
So Gabriel turns towards where the voice from the Sky Scourge comes, and he's like, "Oh, it's you. Glad you didn't get catched up in all of that."
The Sky Scourge
I
sort of
imagine.
squints. Who are you? I recognize that one, and he points a wing over at Kiki. It's like, those ashes are quite unmistakable, but
Oh
who?
my god.
Oh, I see. I see the guitar. Yes, yes. See, I have missed something rather important in my absence, but it is quite the spectacle you've made up there. I am glad to see you have escaped, but I do wish the circumstances were better.
I am sure you're not the only one thinking like this. What about the villagers that you were able to rescue?
The young ones are quite safe, I assure you. They are in the village, the ones that belonged in the village. I did return some of them to High Vesrix. They were quite displeased to see me, but after seeing their young, they called upon their queen immediately.
What?
They believe they heard something of a call, even when they were under this villain spell up there.
Oh, what else did they say?
I had to explain to the queen where her spawn had wound up. She was understanding, and for the time being, hostilities shall cease. I do not know for how long, but it will allow peace to return to Rosvale enough to, well, return to normal business. Fruit and berries shall flow again into the overlands. At least while the queen is satisfied to have some of her spawn back.
Thank goodness.
Berries will flow.
Well, it's good that some of them at least are back, but, well, we have bigger problems in that regard, I believe. He kind of turns towards Kiki while saying those words. You think we should ask the thing of him that Nyx mentioned as an idea?
Oh. She looks up to the sky, scared once, narrows her eyes. It's probably best we are all in this together. And they have risked their feathers to at least do the right thing.
Wait, where are even the other two?
I do not know.
Now, while it is, let us say, unfortunate what is happening up there, I will also say you've reasons to be proud. Hold your chin high. For you have at least ridden Rosvale of this threat. Of course, there remain some issues that perhaps the Rescue Guild and the Council of Luna may cooperate in easing to this valley. After all, this cult is but one of the problems that have tormented Rosvale in recent times. Our heads now turn towards figuring out how to stop the fires and the flame lashers that have burned so much of Rosvale. It will not be easy.
Indeed.
Go on.
She just said yes. She agrees.
It will not be easy. If half of what I have found is true, then, well, it may well be impossible without major changes. But with Rosvale's people united for the time being, well, perhaps it will not be impossible. As I said, you have brought hope to these farmlands.
About these people,
Yes?
could we ask another favor of you?
Of course. You have been... well, You have been a friend of the Council of Luna. Despite our troubled past, I see no reason why I would not heed your favor this time. What is it you
This-
wish?
Regards the people, I believe you had not the time to gather all of them.
No, I gathered but what I could fit on my back at the time, which, whilst it was not an insignificant number, well, there were more than abducted ones atop that isle. All the tropius that this valley relies on upon those heights is stuck up there as well.
We believe we could still save even those stuck up there. But you must know one thing.
Mm-hmm.
These isles have now been frozen in time. They will
see.
continue to do so to anyone who approaches, unless you're protected. And she then reveals one of her necklaces.
I see.
We could offer you one of these to protect yourself, and another one so you may say around another abductees' neck and carry them back to safety. If it isn't too much to ask.
To do this one by one may take quite some time. An effort as well. The Tropian Heights are, well, as you've seen, quite high up. To do it myself, alone, with but the ability to carry one passenger on my back, it is doable in its own time. And it is, perhaps, what little hope there is. But you spoke that time has stopped up there. Yeah. Is that why the clouds why the firestorm appears frozen?
That is precisely how it is.
I see. You see, my scouts reported that something similar happened elsewhere. We have lived, for as long as we can remember, with the presence of an entire swath of land in this state, the jungle, north of the chasm. Well, north of here, even. But it was isolated. It was the only place we have ever heard of this, of time simply ceasing to continue. Until my scouts found that a village near Nirvana has simply stopped moving in time.
Near Nirvana?
Indeed. At the foot of the mountains. Sage's Hand, I believe, was what it was called.
I can't believe Sage's Hand is dead.
You went through Sage's Hand, don't you remember?
We did.
Yeah, but we didn't know it was stopped in time.
Yes, it was.
It was stopped in time, yeah. That was where we fight the Golurk and everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's... Oh, Sage's...
You're thinking
Golurk
of Sage's
place-
Respite. Sage's Respite is
Yeah.
above the chasm. Their names are similar on purpose, just in case you think it's missing something.
That is rather concerning.
Yes, but more to the point, it implies that something has changed. Something is creating this spell.
That is what I believe it to be as well. Someone knows something out there. We've no clue as to whom, but it's in my hopes that can find someone.
I bid you discover more and tell us if you should find news of further places where time has stopped.
Of course.
Yes?
As Nyx returns to the group, she notices the Sky Scourge and looks between them and Kiki. And while she waits for the opportunity to speak, once she gets it, oh, you have returned. That is good. I was afraid that you would have been stuck in time when we pulled that little stunt off.
I am deceptively fast for my kind.
Yeah. Have my allies informed you of how we plan to get the hostages down from the archipelago?
They have, and I have told them that while it is a sound plan, it is a plan that with but 2 of these trinkets that you hold will take a considerable amount of time.
Right.
Has the isle where the hostages are held is atop perhaps the highest of these islands. I should suggest, instead, we find a way to free all of them at once. Though I would also say this may not fall well with some of the sages over the overlands.
Well, we did have the remains of the thing or machine that caused the time stop. Kiki still has them. It was an object that the dragons gave us, and as soon as Kiki pressed the button, the thing fell apart in pieces. Maybe that could be a clue to figure out how it works.
Perhaps that manner of device is unusual. I cannot say I have ever seen something of the like, but admittedly, such relics are far from my specialization.
Yes. On another note, we also found the armor you asked us to look for.
Oh, good. Where is it? Do you have it on you?
Unfortunately, no. It's up on the archipelago. It was too heavy for us to carry and get down from there. So
the Sky Scourge looks up to the archipelago. I see. That is unfortunate. That armor possesses great power. In the wrong hands, well, I cannot imagine, and he looks at Taki, what it could do to one's mind.
Well, we noticed this one was wearing it, and unfortunately we might have roughed it up a little, but it should be able to be fixed. But it's up there, so you know. It's not going anywhere.
I fear not, no. Well, we know where it is. It is of utmost importance that the armor be retrieved. May I ask that I be given one of your necklaces? I cannot say when I can return it to you, but as I said, it is imperative that this armor be returned to Town of Luna immediately.
Right. Did we have the one that was spared? Like the spare necklace still? Or did Rag actually have both?
You have Techi's.
Oh,
I have Techi's necklace.
one of you just have to take off one of yours.
Alright. Right.
Saki has... Oh, it's Saki that has it.
Saki has it? Oh, he took it. No, wait, did he?
Oh
did,
yeah,
yeah.
he took it on the island. Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
then
that's
I'm
true.
just gonna.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can just suck Saki into the conversation.
Yeah, Saki, come here.
Get over here!
I'm
Death
afraid,
grip.
sir, that he's currently doing some stuff at the lake because he made a long ass emote.
Yeah. I'm sure that our friend Saki has a spare one that you can use. He should be with us any moment now, though. He was down at the lake.
I shall
he-
request it of him on my way.
Yes. Just don't lose the thing because it seems to be of very importance to our mutual enemies, shall we say.
Oh, I am quite aware.
Hmm.
I have seen these upon the necks of some of our less liked people. This
Yeah.
Gakusha I have heard of.
Yes, the prophet.
Yes, these necklaces have become something of a symbol of what to avoid.
Hmm. Right. But we have done what we can, and I hope that is enough for you to get the armor back, whatever it's supposed to be. But you implied that the armor had some sort of effect on the wearer?
The armor bears a great toll on the wearer's mind. It is imbued with this dark magic that draws upon one's most negative feelings, shall we say. It is one of a pair of armors. The other, as you might imagine, draws upon positive thoughts. They are said to have belonged to siblings who squabbled and, in the aftermath, died to each other's arms, to each other's weapons.
Is it fair to assume that this one mind has then acted under the influence of the armor rather than being controlled by something else? Or someone else?
I cannot say, but the armor does not control one's mind. It merely amplifies what is already present.
Right. Alright, well, at least no. Yeah, but that still, your hypothesis means that there's still hope to potentially fix what we caused.
I do
just
not
wish
know if there is a solution to the problem you have created, but I would say there is a way to create more of them. Even if it is impossible to reverse the spell that has been cast upon those isles, it is possible to stop further occurrences of this spell from happening. It seems the Council of Luna may have to focus upon this instead, especially seeing as your council is presently busy with its own set of problems.
I wish it weren't so, but changing their minds is not gonna be easy until things calm down over there, which I hope we'll be able to look into soon.
Well, if there is no further information you wish to relay to me, I shall be on my way and retrieve the armor.
Do so, and do be careful.
Where is it you plan on going next? I assume you are not to linger in the Heartlands.
I would assume that the first course of action would be to report back to the guild, since the rescue team is effectively done with their mission for now.
We're done, right?
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're not done.
Unless there's something we have missed that needs to be attended to first, but
He
I have to ask Ozily, what was our
We're
mission?
going to
I
the
know.
coast.
Yeah.
You're going where?
Our mission was
coast.
at the coast, at King's Beacon or something.
Yes.
This was filler.
This wasn't filler. Shut up.
No, okay. This was partial of the quest.
This was step 1 of a multi-step quest.
Multi-step quest, and it felt like we would jump right to the end game with how things played out.
No.
Listen, you've been at this for 10 sessions, I want to say. So
Yeah.
some would say that's a season.
Yeah.
It's
but
a
yeah.
half season.
What?
It's almost the whole episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
He looks to the team very well. What does the team have to say then?
Nyx looks towards Gabriel and Kiki, since they are the ones that are present.
Well, our mission continues. We still need to figure out who's controlling all these people and why, and how to stop them despite all that's happened.
Well, that is the job we have been given by the Guildmaster, so we should get that done, definitely.
Then I assume you are to remain in the Heartlands, in Rosvale.
Correct. We will continue our journey towards King's Beacon.
King's Beacon. King's Beacon. That lies due east, near the sea. That is a considerable distance away.
Well, we are no strangers to traveling far and wide.
Indeed, though you have done a service to this land after all. Perhaps there is something that can be arranged to ease your own burden after all that has happened. For now, perhaps you should. Go on.
She cants her head and curiously asks, well, what is it you hold in your mind?
As you are perhaps aware, the Council of Luna has eyes everywhere in the Overlands. And with such eyes come favors. I am perhaps able to help with some of your predicaments, but if it comes to that, you shall know. You shall know that it was from the Council of Luna that such a kindness was given.
She silently nods her head as she keeps on leaning against the tree.
And what of that one? He points a wing to Taki.
He's... well... he didn't used to be like this. He's perhaps misguided or he's gone lunatic, but he certainly holds information.
Well, if the thing about the armor is supposed to be true, then it's likely, as I said, he has probably had those thoughts and feelings for a long time, and they got amplified. The question is more that if he put on the armor willingly, or if he was forced to by whoever was in control. But that is information we plan to get out of them once they come about, hopefully.
More to the point, I wish to know what is to become of him. Surely you are not to drag him along with you towards King's Beacon.
No, we not got into that part of the plan yet.
No, we're not planning on dragging him along. But some information out of him would be good before we leave.
Well, this is just what I'm thinking, but maybe we could have him, well, locked up for a while with either the Council of Luna, or we try to send him back to the Rescue Guild somehow. Or let them know about it, so they can maybe as well keep him like locked up and until we can get informations out of him.
Then the question becomes which one would be most appropriate to get information out of them, the Council of Luna or the Rescue Guild?
That is what I'm not really sure about, and I think that should be something all of us decide, but where is Saki?
He is still by the river. He needed a moment to think through everything that's happened. But
Cannot take it bad towards him, given that Rag has left us now.
well, regardless of that, I do not that I hold anything against the guild, but I would trust that the Council of Luna's intelligence gathering might be a little bit higher, perhaps. They perhaps could get more information out of this one than the guild could. But that is something we will have to agree on. But that is my thought on that matter.
Let me.
Well, I guess that Lady Espeon could definitely find out more with her psychic powers.
Let me take a look at Saki. Saki ponders these journeys the Tailbon has been through thus far, from the beach to Nirvana and up until now. Now having one last tail in the party, he wonders how the journey will go from here onwards. He takes hold of his life dew and thinks to himself and attempts to call upon the waters at the same time, as if asking for guidance. What should we do now? Since the future looks uncertain with the long shadow flying about, he feels lost and uncertain of things. What do you want to roll for?
Slips into the water, drowns.
He's asking for advice from the water in a shamanistic sort of way. Okay, Rag, are you having fun? Basically to see if the water is sentient and are capable of hearing him. Alright, insight nature. Let's see it.
Suddenly Rag just appears out of the water and gives him an answer.
Remember to stay hydrated.
He shows up like the fucking Mufasa.
He has a Magikarp costume on and
Saki,
everything.
remember who you are.
Remember who you are,
Rag?
Saki.
Did you already die?
I was already dead, Saki. The waters shift somewhat in response, partially due to your brief lessons together with Kiki. And they don't seem to impart any particular answer, not direct at least. They simply shift as like this sort of gentle wind makes the water travel eastwards.
Oh no, Luna. That way.
It actually goes Gilded Peak that way. Just waiting on Saki's response.
Need to ask the Panzer of the Lake what his wisdom is, and Drag has to answer.
Damn it. I was.
Saki observes the water's movements and seems to realize the waters might not be just ordinary water, but ones that can hear him. He eventually stands up, deciding to bow to the river out of respect, in case it is somehow watching him, and starts going towards the group. The Sky Scourge, this was like happening more or less at the same time. The Sky Scourge looks over to everyone and then to Teki. Then perhaps I can offer a different favor. I shall carry your prisoner wherever it is you wish for him to go. Even the guild, the rescue guild.
I heard him roll his eyes when he said that.
His eye would twitch him when he had to say the word to the rescue
The
guild.
guild.
He was just like, switch the guild. Blech.
I leave such at your discretion.
Well, what do all of you feel like?
Well, as I said earlier, I do think the Council of Luna might get more information, but I trust the guild to do the same if they could. But it depends on how because I'm sure their tactics to extract information might be a bit different. Is all. So, but if I have to pick one, I would probably say that it would most likely be, perhaps since this is your rescue mission, it would probably be for the better to send them to the guild.
I don't see much benefit carrying Teki around. We could let him take him to the guild.
Iki quietly nods.
Then,
Right, so
what is your
Guild.
consensus?
Nix looks towards Gabriel. Do you think the guild is a better choice as well, then? Because that seems to be the synonymous point at this point, that we might be going there, send them there.
Well, I don't know much about the Council of Luna's way of questioning, and while I know that the Espion and the Umbreon probably would be able to find things out easily, especially since Espions have the power to read minds, they would probably have like an easier time finding out the truth. But I think if he would go to the rescue guild, we would also have a chance to talk with him once the time has come for us to return there. And I'm pretty sure our guild master would want to have a word with him as well.
If the Council of Luna's interrogations are similar to the Council of Soul ones, I am pretty sure that they would probably get more information out of them. But at the same time, as you said, it might be more beneficial to send him to the guild. So, I would say that the best option is probably the guild.
Then I guess we agree on the rescue guild.
Right.
Very well. I shall take him to the guild. I suppose it is your prize to claim. He hops down. And you, I believe, hold the spare of these necklaces. I agree on that too. It's also good to see you made it out of that mess. He looks at the Sky Scourge. I am difficult to catch.
Gabriel looks towards Kiki. You think we should maybe ask him to let the guildmaster know about Rag?
It would be for the best.
I think so too. Wait, did he even return the badge?
He did.
He did.
Yeah, because I didn't hear that OC, and Gabriel probably didn't pay attention to it in that moment because everything was just a bit too heated for him there.
Yeah.
Are you going back
Next.
to get the rest from there? Not yet. As I said to your friends, to recover all of the hostages on that island by myself with but 2 necklaces would be quite the effort. Not impossible, but it would require quite a long time. Instead, I intend to retrieve the armor, to ensure that no other falls prey to it.
Right. Well, Reg's departure is gonna make things harder, unfortunately. I do generally wish that he wouldn't have to leave.
Who has the Rex badge?
It's still on this bag.
What did he live on his bag again? In his bag?
I'm pretty sure he took his
My
bag
full
with him.
inventory, other than his tailoring items.
No, he left the bag and then he left the scarf and the badge on top of it, I believe.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying Rag's entire inventory is left behind. There were some item. No, yeah, everything in my inventory is in that bag. Yeah.
So then Gabriel would pick up the bag from Rag, and once the Sky Scourge would be free, he would, with one of the ribbon, very wobbly, hold out the badge and the scarf probably too, I assume.
The Reaper cloth.
No, just the rescue skill scarf.
Oh, the purple one. Yeah, you can give that. Yeah.
And he would hold those two like out towards the scout shield. Could you bring those to the guild back as well and tell our guild master that one of our members has left the team? Those belong to him.
Very well. I can do this for you.
Thank you very much. And with holding still Rag's bag, Gabriel would move back closer to Kiki.
She's kind of just being reclusive, it seems. She's just leaning against the tree under the shade, being purposefully quiet.
The Kiki is the presso.
Depressive.
I mean, Allah has happened.
Yeah, and she seemingly got mostly blamed for it.
Saki nods, taking out the time lock pendant and putting it around the Sky Scourge's head. That armor will be up there with the others. Oh, and good luck out there. You need not worry for me. But I wish all of you good luck in your endeavors in the near future. It would seem difficult days are ahead of the Overlands despite everything we have been through already. And with that, he just hops over closer to Teki and just sort of loads him up on his back.
I hope we see each other again one day.
And I am confident we will. Wherever trouble is, it seems you are likely to be there as well.
Can't really deny that one.
To be And with with Teki on his back, he flares his wings and takes off.
Well,
Remember when I said this was going to be a shorter session?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess you lied to us, Vale.
He also says that every time.
True.
You should be saying this one's gonna be a long session.
This one's going to be super long, guys. You have no idea what's going on here now.
Yeah.
which is something to this session.
Yeah.
But yes, I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to know from Raz, like, which items from your bag would then be like still inside.
Everything, unless Vale does not want to do the Reaper Cloth story with either of your characters. In that case, the Reaper Cloth came with him.
Yeah, because I'm like
Even
here seeing
intentionally
like
or unintentionally, the cloth might have just followed with him.
if you want to
Yeah,
just link the items.
I mean, there's
Sure.
like the refined elixir still here.
This is here. This there.
Yeah.
You.
So much
Well, the
fucking
extra one,
loot! Holy shit!
I think
Yeah.
the extra one already. I think the time lock pendant was already in Saki's possession, so I shouldn't link
Yeah,
that.
the pendant was taken away.
If the Reaper Cloth, in case Vale wants to do that story with you guys instead, or one of your characters instead, there's 3 of these, 1 of that, 1 of these, 2 of that, 2 of this, and 2 of that.
I want his silk back.
This guy was carrying all the loot around and the money.
Well,
Yeah, his bag belongs to me. Like, there's no questions here about it. You cannot.
oh
take
yeah,
it
the
away.
inventory space is all yours, I guess.
Hey,
but,
he picked the bag up. He's
no,
keeping
I
it as
didn't
the
carry-
manager's best friend.
I didn't carry the loot. I carried the reagents.
True.
I carried the things for crafting.
Well, you already have an item that increases your backspace.
He does?
Yeah, he has the Nirvana Sash.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I can replace it technically.
Yeah,
I guess.
he upgrades from 2 slots to 5.
But maybe the others would like a backspace as well.
Well, they can get the sash.
Yeah.
Maybe they
The
want the
back
big
is
one.
The hand-me-downs.
The bag right now is the rag memory for Gabriel that he was traveling with them, and it will always remind him of his best friend. And he has
Gabriel
always a part of
insists-
him with him.
Gabriel insists he has first pick.
So where are you headed next time?
Towards
Either
like,
to sleep in Roosevelt or go to King's Beacon.
True,
It will make
you are
sense.
still heavily wounded.
yeah, but, like we would either need to like long rest, probably like Roosevelt, and maybe like inform the people about
Yeah.
stuff from our perspective. I don't know like how much the Sky Scourge may has been able to tell them, and otherwise I guess then afterwards we would go towards what's King's Beacon? King's Beacon?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Getting
it
some
would.
health and some willpower, maybe.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, some
will
will
make
points.
Yeah. it would
Actually,
make
well,
sense.
Gabriel should get a will point. He
Yeah,
he
like my
evolved.
max increased.
You get
Oh, yeah, from
one
the max
more will
too.
point just because your max increase.
Well, that would be natural.
Yeah, but like with Roosevelt makes sense. Go there, inform people, rest up, and then once we're done there, we could head to King's Beacon. So Roosevelt should be the logical choice right now.
Well,
So
to be fair, Rag, like with you leaving as well, could also say that like he lost a will point to like he lost a will to live.
He
So-
gained the last one.
your mission initially was to head to to Roosevelt, and then link up with Vale, I believe,
Yeah.
in
Yes.
King's Beacon. So yeah. There was
Vale is going to be
I,
so
I,
surprised
I,
with that
I
family
can't
Sylveon.
remember if it was Vale or Foz and Rana.
I think it might have been that everyone was meeting up there, but you can always just check the logs.
I
True.
am not completely sure, but I could swear that we were meeting the other two, and I think
Yeah.
Vale was like in the third part of the quest chain.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah. So you were given 2 choices. One of the choices was to go to a village near King's Beacon instead of going to Roosevelt and then going to King's Beacon. But everyone was going to converge there anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also want to make it clear that when the argument happened, I was as I said, I kept this as much in character as I could. It was I was not actually frustrated trying to get a point across. That it was all in character on my end. Trying to from my character's perspective, what we did, we were kind of forced to do. It felt like. So, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, but just making sure that I wasn't the argument because I was, getting frustrated IRL is my point.
We initially talked to do at the Rescue Guild. Yeah, you arrived to Rosvale with Foz and Rana, and then you left, and then they left to the other place you didn't pick, and you were meeting Vale up in the beacon. Foz with like FOZ. Yeah.
Also, Rag might have forgotten to leave his coin purse of 447 coins.
You get all the fucking coins.
That is his share. He's never taken more money than
because he's never spent it.
Yeah, but I'm saying he might have forgotten to leave that behind, and whoever played next might just have their life savings on them.
Bro is just gonna.
And it just happened to be very similar.
Yeah,
Listen, Bro is going to need that money to open his tailor shop in the.
Exactly.
He's just gonna spend it on hookers.
No,
every now and then you're gonna start getting a salary, like a mysterious like 10 coins in your like bag. Oh, where'd these come from? But alright, in that case, next time you're heading to Rosvale. And we'll see if that links up to King's Beacon.
I just want to say I'm probably the one zero in the world has like one of the weirdest moves that the world has ever seen in PMD.
I mean, I think the conversation is gonna be more odd that people are gonna ask Gabriel, "How did you evolve?" Oh yeah, I just hugged a ghost.
Oh, he hugged his
like
best
what?
friend. He hugged his best friend.
Right, look at the on the Pokérole Dex website. Look at the second to last Sylveon move that it can learn.
Kidoki.
What? I need to know too. What the fuck is that?
I didn't know this existed.
I'll look.
Oh, you mean the one that starts with M?
Explosion. That's crazy.
Look at the fucking damage on that! Holy!
Yeah, but it is literally explosion. You faint when using it.
Yeah, I know, but
it's just
and if you squeak out a fairy fart before, it does 10 damage.
Look, all I can say to this is, I can literally do a fucking Vegeta and Majin Buu saga, where it's just like, farewell, Trunks, Bulma, and even you, Kakarot.
And even you, Rag.
Look at that move.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, he remembers Rag's belief in, I would sacrifice myself to save these people, and he goes. And he just goes, Kiki, Saki, Rag, even you, Nyx.
Honestly, it would not even. Honestly, at this point, he would not even think of Nyx, bro.
He thinks of her, just not very well.
True. You're right, mate. You're right. I give you that point.
Still, you're saying?
Yeah, I was just saying. Well, it looks like you have to learn Misty Terrain as well for that to be useful, then. Because extra damage dice is.
You do realize that Misty Terrain is technically
still good.
So I just want to say, Misty Terrain technically is going to fuck over every single one in this party, because that shit prevents any status conditions at all. Like they're being cured, alignment as well. Like you cannot get any stuff like poison and so on. You cannot debuff or buff anyone. That's not going to happen with that thing. And dragon moves are just going to be like, well, they cannot do shit.
Yeah,
like
so you turned off the dragon sword, so it's good against dragons, but for everything else, you're kind of making the party unable. Like it's not enemies only; it's everyone. So doing it for everyone means, oh, well, now we can literally only punch.
Yeah, it literally means like Kiki cannot even think about re-rolling a dice to get like a flinch or whatsoever or a burn because it's disabled through that move. That move, it sounds maybe as like a cool thing, but it fucks over like potentially strategy.